Good morning, Siegel High School. Would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance in the moment of silence? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And would you now pause for a moment of silence? And I would now like to read a brief history of Veterans Day. It started in World War I, also known as the Great War, and it officially ended when the Treaty of Versailles was signed on June 28, 1919, in the Palace of Versailles, outside of the town of Versailles, France. However, fighting ceased 7 months earlier when an armistice, or temporary cessation of hostilities between the Allied nations and Germany, went into effect on the 11th hour, the 11th day of the 11th month. For that reason, November 11th, 1918 is generally regarded as the end of the war to end all wars. And this year, on November 5th, Barack Obama, our president, issued a proclamation to recognize Veterans Day. In this, he said, "Our veterans left everything they knew and loved and served with exemplary dedication and courage so we could all know a safer America and a more just world. They've been tested in ways that the rest of us may never fully understand, and it is our duty to fulfill our sacred obligation to our veterans and their families. On Veterans Day and every day, let us show them the extraordinary gratitude they so rightly deserve, and let us recommit to pledging our full support for them in all they do." And now I'd like to recognize Siegel High School's faculty and staff who served our great nation as veterans. Mr. Dusenberry, he served in the U.S. Air Force for 9 years. Mr. Singh, the U.S. Army for 12 years. Officer Mack, U.S. Army, 4 years. Sergeant Turner, U.S. Army National Guard, 6 years. Miss Paul, U.S. Army National Guard, 6 years. Miss Hardwick, U.S. Army, 5 years. Miss Dugan, U.S. Army, 1.5 years. Mr. Metcalf, U.S. Army and Reserves for 22 years. Chief Warrant Officer for Alcindor, U.S. Army, 25 years. And Master Sergeant Thurston, U.S. Army, 20 years. Thank you. Have a good day.
Good morning, Siegel. Symposium Magazine is gearing up for its next publication. We know that there's so much talent here at Siegel, and our magazine is filled with student art, short stories, poetry. The theme this year is the change one wants to see in the world. What change do you want to see? Submissions are due November 30th. Come see Miss Hall in room 119 for more details. There will be a Best Buddies meeting for all peer buddies on Wednesday, November 11th, that's today, at 3:20 in room 303. If you are unable to attend, please let Mrs. Beach or one of the officers know. National Honor Society members, please meet in Mrs. Hall's room for a brief 10-minute meeting on Wednesday afternoon. Sign up for Remind 101 if you haven't already. The code is in room 119. And now on to you, J-Mid.
Hello, this is Mid-March in the morning. Current sophomores and juniors interested in dual enrollment classes for 2016-2017 should attend a MTSU dual enrollment meeting on Thursday, December 1st at 6 o'clock in the library. Parents are invited to attend. Students must have a 3.0 GPA and a 22 on the ACT to participate. Information about the ACT testing requirement will be shared at the meeting. All Governor School applications are due to the counselors no later than November 20th. That's all for your announcements. Have a happy Veterans Day Wednesday.